Peace, everybody. It's gonna be a short video. I know I haven't made a few videos in a while, so I just wanted to let everybody know what's going on, and then also explain very briefly this new moon energy that we're going through right now in Sagittarius. So essentially, I've just been working on, getting my reality, my physical reality in check. Working like 3 different jobs at a time and everything. Not in a way where it's stressful. I'm very lucky, I'm very blessed, and I'm very thankful that I'm in a situation where I could be very flexible with all 3 of these jobs and still be able to support myself, support my woman, my twin flame, and support my whole cause, period. So that's where I've been. I've been pretty busy with, down to earth things and everything like that, working in a cabinet shop. That helps with the masculine energy too. Working at a Santa set since it's Christmas time, taking pictures. That's more so helping my sales skills. That's helping the air element of myself. Even though I am an Aquarius with a sun in Aquarius and a Mercury in Aquarius, I don't really have a lot of air. I don't have any Libra in my chart, and I only have Vesta in Gemini. And Vesta is how you organize. Vesta is an asteroid, in case any of y'all didn't know. Vesta is an asteroid. So Vesta deals more with how you organize. So this job right here, other jobs I've worked before, I've had to communicate with people, but in this job you have, underline, underscore, you have to talk to people, period. And you have to engage with them in a certain way to where things will make sense as far as taking pictures and shit like that. So that's what's just been going on in my own personal life. And then, all this is dealing with, because I'm also having a 10th house stellium right now, because me being a Pisces ascendant, my 10th house, my midheaven ends up being Sagittarius, 16 degrees Sagittarius. So Mercury, the sun, and the new moon right now are all happening in my 10th house. The 10th house deals with your business, your status, how you foundate yourself, your public image, your reputation. So right now, there's a stellium, there's a lot of energy being put onto everything I just said when it comes to my business, working 3 jobs at a time and everything, even though I've been doing that. And that's the thing about astrology. When there's certain alignments going on, it's not that you have to just do it right when it hits. It's best to do that shit way ahead of time. And honestly, doing that shit way ahead of time is just being yourself and just going with the flow. Because astrology, it's a map. But you don't want to you don't want to go down the road and just be looking at the map. You still got to go straight. You still got to know where you're going so you're not tripping and you're falling all over the place or getting hit by cars or getting hit by bicycles and shit like that. Tripping over potholes and shit like that. So astrology is a map. You just have to know where you're going. You have to, if you know that you're having, like in my case, a 10th house stellium in Sagittarius, if you know that ahead of time, and we got plenty of tools to know what shit's going to be happening ahead of time, then that's like the X marks the spot on your map right there. So you know where it is, but now you just got to proceed. You can't just go on Astro Theme and just look up the energies and everything and just look at the planets and be amazed by what's going on. You have to go out in the real world and experience this shit for yourself and have it correlate to you at the same time. But anyway, that's what's going on with me with this 10th house stellium in Sagittarius. Reputation is in the spotlight right now. Business is in the spotlight right now. Foundation is in the spotlight right now. All that good shit. Now, let me just briefly discuss the new moon period. Just it being in Sagittarius too. So with the new moon going on in Sagittarius, the new moon is like a refreshing state. It's a clean slate. This is planting a new seed. This is setting new intentions also. Now this is going on in the sign of Sagittarius, the archer, the sign of wisdom, and the sign of education too. Not so much education in manuals or book knowledge and everything like that, but education as far as applying it and actually experiencing that. The things you've learned, because the opposite of Sagittarius is Gemini. And Gemini deals with how you collect information in your surroundings and just that curiosity energy just playing out and you collecting as much data as you can. Sagittarius is you getting that data and now you experience it. Now you get to see what it is. That's like if you were to look at a map and you read about Michigan or you read about Ohio and you read about China, Africa, Europe, England, all that shit. But then Sagittarius is you actually going there and experiencing that shit for yourself. So that whole energy of experiencing new education, higher learning education, this would be the energy of philosophy and everything like that. Just like internal, like the right brain of learning, basically. Gemini is the left brain of learning, like actually collecting the data. Sagittarius is you like basking in that knowledge, basically. So it's basically a whole new slate on that. This is a perfect time to learn new shit. This is a perfect time because Jupiter rules Sagittarius and Jupiter rules expansion. So this is going to be a perfect time to expand in a new topic. You know what I'm saying? Expand in a new topic or expand in a new like area that you wish to learn in. And you know, all this could depend on what's going on in your houses, like where this is going on in your houses. Like for me, 10th house. So I'm gaining more knowledge on how to manage my career, manage my business, manage my status, manage my reputation, manage things going on outside the home, and how I manage business relations, basically. And I mean, it just depends on where it's going on in your houses. Like, let's just say if you had it going on in your 8th house, you're going to be wanting to learn new occult shit. You may be even wanting to learn more about, like, if you kind of like can read a person and you know that they're kind of hiding something from you, but in the past you didn't really take the time to really know. This time with new moon in Sagittarius, you're probably going to have a new way of how you're probably going to have a new feeling. And since this is a brand new energy, this is like, you might want to actually put more effort into figuring out what's going on behind the scenes with particular people that you're dealing with. And you may also you may learn a new way of how to gain access to government grants or something like that, because the 8th house rules shared values, shared resources. That's government grants, that's Pell Grants, financial aid, all that shit. You might discover a new way on how to gain access to that. You know, it could play on a lot of different ways, but that's basically the new moon in Sagittarius, and that's basically where I've been. But I'm going to make a big effort to actually continue to make more YouTube videos, and I'm actually going to be branching off onto other topics other than just astrology, because I have a lot more on my mind than just the stars and the cosmos and everything like that. That's my main basis, that's my baseline, but there's a lot more that I have inside of my head. And I'll catch y'all later. Peace.